Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Filling in for David J. Burney, I'm Brent Apperson.
And filling in for Brent Apperson, I'm Jeremy Shipe.
You know, I was thinking about this morning. Of course, Dave came in, he signed on, and then he's kind of taking the rest of the day off. I kind of look at Dave now as kind of entering into that Johnny Carson stage. Johnny Carson, when he did the Tonight Show, when he was, when he had been doing it for years and years and years, if I remember correctly, he would kind of take shows off during the week, and you have Joan Rivers or somebody come in and kind of co-host the show because he earned that. He'd done it for how many years? I think Dave has finally made it to that status.
There you go.
So we're filling in for Dave today.
A fellow, compared to a fellow Nebraskan, Johnny Carson.
Yeah, there you go. How are you, Mr. Shipe?
Doing pretty good. Pretty good. Got the mowing done last night before the rain moved into the area.
Did you? Good.
I was soaking wet by the end of it. I had you know how it is.
So it rained on you while you were mowing?
Oh, yeah. It started pouring when I had probably 2 strips of the yard left. And by the time I got those 2 strips done, I was very, very wet.
But you weren't going to quit. You were going to finish.
Yes. Yep. Powered through it. Turned the headlights on. I needed light. It's getting dark.
Did you?
Yeah. I don't have to do that too often.
Well, it was, let's see. Do I have the weather chart? I do. What did we have here? 800s is what it says we received here.
Pretty good amount.
And so for the total of June now, we're up to 8,800s.
Not bad.
I don't know if we'll get to an inch this month or not. Probably not, huh?
Based off the forecast for the rest of the week. I don't think there's rain
in the forecast today or tomorrow, is there?
No. There might be one little 40% chance somewhere in there, last I looked yesterday. But rest of the week, especially into the weekend, it's going to be a beautiful weekend. I think Friday and Saturday is supposed to be in the 80s, sunny. So it's not going to be scorching hot on the 4th of July.
Yeah. Well, beautiful day today. Hope you're enjoying the morning. Sun is out. Nice kind of cool way to start the morning. 59 currently at our KCNI KBBN studios. Let's see. This was called in yesterday. I don't know if we have found the owner of this dog yet or not. But I'm going to give the information to you here this morning just in case we haven't. Yesterday afternoon, there was called in, found a young black male dog in Myrna. If this is your dog, you can call 308-643-2371. Hopefully, maybe it's found its home, but just in case not,
hopefully,
we'll put that information out there again.
Good.
Later tonight, we're going to have Legion Baseball on the air for you tonight on KBBN Radio. We'll be up at Paul Brown Field as the Bose Seniors will play Cozad. It's actually part of a junior-seniors doubleheader. Juniors game will go at 5:30. Seniors game will follow at around 8. We'll broadcast the seniors game for you coming up later tonight on KBBN 95.3 FM and KBBN.com. And then something we're really excited about coming up on Thursday, the Broken Bow Juniors Legion team. What a season. They're perfect.
Yeah.
They're perfect.
That's a crazy word in sports, but it's what they are.
17-0 the juniors are this season, and because of that outstanding record, they have clinched the West Division Championship of the Mid-Nebraska League, which they play in. So, therefore, they have advanced into the league championship game, which is going to be on Thursday night against the East Division champion. I think it's probably Grand Island. I don't know if that is official yet, but
that's what I saw. Tom Dimsdale, Grand Island Seniors is what I saw.
Okay, so anyway, we know Broken Bow's in it, and another cool thing about it is they basically rotate as to who hosts the league championship. And this year, it's the West Division's turn to host the Juniors League Championship, so that means Broken Bow will host it. It'll be at Paul Brown Field. It'll be on Thursday night. Game time is set for 7 o'clock, and we're going to broadcast it for you. It'll be on the radio, KBBN 95.3 FM, also KBBN.com. And then our video crew, I understand, Jeremy Shipe, is going to be there as well.
Yes. Yep. We did some testing yesterday, figuring out some camera angles and everything. And, we're going to have a nice little multi-camera stream going for you folks.
Multi-camera?
Oh, yes. Multi-camera.
Well, now, aren't we moving up in the world?
Yeah.
Oh.
It'll be nice and fancy.
All right. Now, I remember the very first time you did a baseball game, live video stream. You put a camera on me for the entire thing. That's not going to be one of your multi-camera angles, is it?
I don't think so.
Thank you. And everybody else thanks you too.
That video came up the other day, and I watched a little bit of it. It was kind of funny seeing all of your reactions and everything down in the corner.
There's one thing about me. When I call a game, I don't sit still. I just can't.
You did make the most of the video frame. You were moving left, right, front, back, leaning in. Leaning back.
I'm a fidgeter when I call a game. I'm constantly moving around. And then when something exciting happens, then I just kind of really go nuts.
Well, I think that's why they make those sports broadcast headsets the way that they do. If you were required to hold a microphone in front of your face, none of us could probably ever do it. They know the sportscasters need to have their hands free. Just have that microphone floating in front of your face.
I've done it on a couple of occasions where you had a table stand mic, mic stand, and had it up in the press box because I don't know, we're doing like more than one game, and so we were short a headset or something. So I just took a mic and put it on the table, and I remember listening back to the broadcast, and you'd be talking like, you'd be right on the mic, you'd be on this, and then something exciting would happen, and then all of a sudden you're over here, and So, the headsets are a nice invention.
I'm a big, I throw my head back when I react to something amazing. That happened a lot to me this past football season. If I did that with a mic on the table, you wouldn't hear half of it.
Well, anyway, we love what we do. It's a lot of fun, and so we'll have baseball on the air for you this week on those nights that we just mentioned. Let's see, as we move on with the show, you want to move into the game right away?
Sure.
This morning? All right.
Again, the number to call is 872-2801 if you know the answer to this trivia question. We're on a new page, looks like.
Oh, a new band? Yeah, we finished up the questions on 1981 yesterday.
Okay. So. Well, why not follow up 1981 with June 25th, 1876?
Wow, okay.
The Battle of Little Bighorn was 145 years ago on that date, and we have some questions about that U.S. history event. The first question is, in what U.S. state did the Battle of Little Bighorn take place? Was it A, California, B, Wyoming, C, Texas, or D, Montana? We're looking for the state where the Battle of Little Bighorn took place. California, Wyoming, Texas, or Montana. Give us a call at 872-2801.
Eat at the restaurant where everything is right. The food, the service, the atmosphere, and the price. At the Tumbleweed Cafe, they look forward to serving you. Their menu is filled with home-cooked meals you're sure to enjoy. When your plate is clear, don't forget to choose one of their delicious desserts. You'll enjoy the many things that make Tumbleweed the favorite dining spot of so many folks. Whether passing through or setting a destination, enjoy your next meal at the Tumbleweed Cafe, East Highway 2, Broken Bow. 7:40 the time on this Tuesday morning. We have our contestant on the line. Good morning. Who are we talking to?
This is Peggy. I told you once.
Yeah, I know you did. Peg, how are you this morning?
First thing goes your memory.
Yeah, I know.
Well, second, but it was Montana, and my mother's brother is buried up there. He was
really?
A serviceman,
Oh.
but he is buried up there amongst a lot.
I see. Okay. Well, was it Montana?
It was, yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Ring the bell.
Yeah, I was born in Montana.
Oh, really?
I was born north of Billings, Roundup.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever been up to Montana. I don't think
It's a big sky country.
Yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful.
I'm sure
the
it is.
general, he don't ride well anymore, does he?
No.
Johnny Cash had a song about that,
he did.
Bighorn.
Oh.
And he put in the general, he don't ride well anymore. Well, you see them many Indians coming over the hill. What do you expect?
Yeah, that's true. Yes. Yeah, good point.
I got to tell you something real. I got to share this with you. I know you're busy, but they have Bill Cody on Saturday. Jeff does, you know, and he's American country, pure country. I think he's from Nashville.
Yes. Uh-huh.
And anyway, you can call in because I don't have the internet or anything. And so I called, and finally he mentioned my name, Peggy Smith, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
On the show.
KBBN.
Nice.
And I told him, and he had talked one time before about Hadley Barrett, and I said, well, I knew Hadley Barrett quite well.
Uh-huh.
Because he was a good announcer, good rodeo announcer,
Yeah,
and
he
he
was
had
the
a little
best.
band.
Uh-huh.
But that made me kind of feel like Hollywood.
Well, it should have. That's pretty.
Yeah,
That's pretty
I thought,
neat
well,
when a national show mentions your name on the radio.
Well, yeah, but, you know, most people use their internet or their Facebook or whatever that stuff is. And
Uh-huh.
I just kept calling until I turned my radio up and he was saying Peggy Smith. Well, hi, Peggy. Oh, God. Well, I won't keep you anymore. What did I win, by the way?
Tumbleweed meal.
Yeah, it's Tumbleweed Day.
Oh, that's amore.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, we'll have your certificate out here for you, Peg, when you can stop in.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
Thanks.
Bye.
All right. Always good to hear from Peg. Thanks for calling in. Hey, we've had someone chat with us here on the Facebook Live page. Says, good morning. We're talking about Dave. I kind of made mention he's kind of entering Johnny Carson status.
Uh-huh.
It says, will Dave get an expressway named after him or something similar?
Oh,
Good idea.
that'd be cool.
Might be getting to that point. The Dave Burney Expressway. Where would that be? I'm trying to think.
They put I know there are a lot of people that want to have a bridge put over the railroad tracks in Broken Bow so that you don't have to sit at the if you drive to a specific spot in Broken Bow, you could drive over the tracks rather than wait at the train. There you
could
go.
call that
Have
the
it right
Dave Burney
there
Expressway.
from north to south Broken Bow.
Wow. Possibilities. Possibilities. We'll be back with more after this.
Aero Aviation, your aerial application provider. We're always there. Your trusted source, right on course, flying through the air. Aero Aviation, the leader in the field.
Brent and Jeremy back with you in the studio on this Tuesday morning. Well, here's what day it is today.
Okay.
It's International Mud Day.
Mud.
Yes.
Okay. Like mud.
It's a thing. International Mud Day started in 2009.
Okay, so it's a newer one.
Fairly newer holiday. It was created as a way to help kids understand and appreciate the ecosystem. There's only one rule on International Mud Day, and that rule is you have to get dirty. So
I'll keep that in mind.
there you go.
I'll consider it.
Yeah, if over your noon hour you just want to go out and roll in some mud, just come back and tell your coworkers, hey, it's International Mud Day.
Don't judge me.
Yeah. It's also National Camera Day. Remember when cameras were not a part of your phone?
Yes.
Can you? I was
Uh-huh.
wondering if you could. I'm trying to remember kind of when the phone came into being.
Oh, yeah. Bag phones were still a thing when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And my parents had the big, huge, like the black cell phones. They all looked the same. There were only like two different ones you could buy in the store. Either the one that flipped open or the one that was just looked like a brick.
Yeah. One of the most exciting moments of my growing up years was when we got the Polaroid. And you would take the
yes,
picture and it would
shake the-
come out the bottom, and you would shake it and hope that there wasn't like some big blotch up in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
But you got your picture right away.
That
it
still, I
was
think, should
amazing.
be a thing. Polaroids, I think, are still pretty popular.
They should be. So it's National Camera Day. The camera has come a long way since it was invented in the 1830s. So today, snap a picture and cherish the memory. Or just erase it if you don't have enough room, it says. And also today it is National Waffle Iron Day.
Nice.
Do you have a waffle iron?
I don't.
No?
No.
Oh, Jeremy.
I know. I need one.
Can you believe waffle irons have been around since the 14th century? GE made the first electric one in 1911, but they weren't always used for breakfast. It says here they also changed the world of shoes. Huh? In 1974, it says Nike used one to make the sole for their first running shoe, and sneakers have not been the same since. I didn't know that.
Interesting. There's no way that smelled good. You pop that plastic in the or rubber in the waffle iron.
Yeah, it didn't.
It doesn't expand on that at all.
Nike. No, it just says that Nike used a waffle iron to make the sole for their first running shoe in 1974.
Interesting. 60 years after it was first made electric by GE, Nike's just like, yep, we'll make our shoe with this.
Yeah.
Cool.
So there you go. That's what you can celebrate today. Birthdays. Dave always does birthdays here. Celebrity birthdays. Nicole Scherzinger, 43, singer. The Pussycat Dolls, I guess, is who she sang with.
Oh, okay.
I know her better as one of the judges on The Masked Singer.
Oh, of course you do. I can't
You
believe
need
it
to
didn't.
give this show a try.
No.
I'm here to tell you The Masked Singer is it's quality entertainment.
No.
You can sit there, people come out in these luxurious costumes, they sing, and then you have to try to guess who it is.
I
I'm telling you.
I know
it's interactive. It's
See,
tremendous.
I don't have any kind of obligation to interact with the TV show I'm watching.
Okay.
I wanna think when I watch TV.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, walking into the studio now, Logan Gerardin King. Oh, sorry, Prince of Arrow Seed.
Morning.
Hi, how's it going?
It's going good. I love that theme song every time I come in.
Do you?
I do.
All right. Well, Dave's gone again today, so
I see that.
I get to sing it for you.
Did you guys just like kick him out or?
No, Dave's breaking in a boat.
Oh.
Dave is, man, Dave's got what, over 40 years? Gotta be.
Mhm.
Over 40 years in the radio biz. So he's kind of, we were talking about this earlier. I kind of look at it as though he's now at Johnny Carson status. You can take out, you
Knock
whatever.
off for
call
one
in,
day.
you
Yeah.
call in the fill-in host and take a break.
That's you calling the ringer is what you meant to say.
Okay. Well,
The ringer, yep.
you said it, not us. What's on your mind there, Mr. Gerardin?
Got a lot of stuff happening right now actually. There's been a few insect problems going on.
Mm-hmm.
There's actually a couple weevils out there. There's a greater northern weevil, and then there is a smaller but just as potent southern weevil that's going around, and we actually think it's the southern weevil that's doing all the damage, and that would be the lesser of the two weevils.
Okay. Yes.
So
So are the weevils a real thing, or what? There are concerned people out there, all right,
Jeremy's freaking
including
out because
myself.
Jeremy's thinking I might have weevils in my yard, and I can't tell if Logan's making a joke or if he's serious.
I know. What should I be concerned about?
weevils actually are a real thing.
Okay.
Generally, you don't see them in yards, though. You see them in alfalfa.
Okay.
So,
But are they really around?
Yes.
Okay.
There actually has been weevil issues on alfalfa stands this year.
I have a question for you. You're talking about insect problems and stuff. At our house, the other day, the smallest ants I have ever seen in my life. I mean, you almost have to have a microscope or a magnifying glass to see these things. What is that about?
Well, so first off, do you know what gender they were?
No.
Do you know how to find the gender of them?
No, I don't.
So you actually pick them up and put them in water. If they sink, it's a girl ant. If they float, boy ant.
Well, I just walked right into that one, didn't I?
I saw that one coming. That's a good one.
So once you figure that out, you can
Okay.
you can
All right.
eradicate them. It's a good bug year.
Okay. All right. I just have never seen them that small before. I mean, these things were just super tiny.
Yeah, I know we've got products that'll take care of them.
I know I need to come in and get some of this Tempo stuff.
Yes. Tempo, hands down, best insecticide out there.
I swear by it.
Tell you what, I'll try to come in later this week. I'm going to get some.
That works.
Now, what do I need to apply it with?
Either a pump sprayer
Okay.
or a spray bottle
All right.
is all
Okay.
all it takes.
Can you hook me up with a spray bottle?
I can.
Okay. All right. I'll be in later this week.
Okay, perfect.
Sounds good.
Yeah, Tempo. What we're talking about is Tempo insecticide, and it is the safest insecticide. It's actually FDA approved, so you can spray it in a kitchen, indoors. I mean, it's super safe for humans and pets, but not the safest for bugs.
That's what I like in a bug spray.
Exactly. It will cause serious injury or death to bugs,
Okay.
which is what we want.
Yes.
So
And it's concentrated, so it lasts forever.
it does.
I've been on the same bottle for
Yeah, probably a couple years
couple
now.
years.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one bottle, I think it's an 8-ounce bottle, but you're only using like 4 to 6 milliliters per gallon of water.
Mm.
So it's
For a spray bottle, you need like 3 drips, basically.
yeah. Yep.
So that's what I was going to ask. Is it a powder or is it a liquid?
It's a
or-
liquid.
It's a liquid.
Yep. It's a concentrate liquid. So, one thing I will say with Tempo is don't spray it on your garden. The whole purpose of having a garden full of produce, you have to have fruit. You can't have fruit without pollination. If you spray this Tempo on your garden, then it's going to kill all the pollinating bugs, and then you won't have a very good harvest out of your garden because there's no bugs that are going to be able to pollinate for you.
Okay.
So keep that in mind. But it does really good around the house. We've sold a lot of it to folks that are having outdoor gatherings. You know, the mosquitoes they're just a pain.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody likes them. But if you spray Tempo, you know, maybe in your yard, back patio, windows, that type of stuff, it'll really, really keep them at bay.
Does it kind of control flies a little bit too?
It does.
Or not? Does it really?
Yep.
Wow.
Flies, box elder bugs, gnats, skeeters, spiders,
Tiny little ants.
tiny little ants.
Yes. Okay.
Doesn't do much for the uncles, but the ants, it'll definitely
Yeah, those
take care
uncles
of.
are sneaky.
They are. So, but yes, Tempo, come on in and get some because it works.
Okay.
And as Jeremy has mentioned, it will last quite some time.
Good.
So
All right. Well, I'll come in and see you later this week.
perfect.
All right.
We've got plenty.
Good.
That's the one product that we make sure to keep stocked up on because it works so well.
Mm-hmm.
So, how's your guys' yards looking?
Pretty good.
Well, good. How's your yard looking, Brent?
The part that I watered looks great.
The green circle out in the middle of the
The
backyard.
the back part that I don't water, it's a little brown.
Yeah, this year's been kind of tough on lawns. You know, so my wife and I were gone for a few days. We went to Yellowstone here a while back, and I had my sprinklers set to go every other night. We get back, and I had a big old brown spot in my front yard where a couple sprinkler heads weren't working, and it didn't take long for it to show itself. That being said, grubs are going to start showing their hand, which is not good. Little brown spots everywhere, and you can peel your lawn back like a carpet. It's not what you want. So now's the time to get that grub control down.
Okay.
So grub control with fertilizer, so it gives your grass a nice boost, but it also kills the grubs. So grubs, bill bugs, sodwood worms, that type of stuff. Right now is the time to put it on. It's a very short application window for this insecticide, so we need, timing is of the essence on it.
That's what I was going to ask you as far as the window that we're working under.
From now till about the second week of July.
Okay.
So it's about a 2-week window. So, and the Merit insecticide, it controls grubs when they're at a certain growth stage. And if they're smaller than that, it doesn't work. If they're bigger than that, it doesn't work. So right now they're at that growth stage where it will effectively control them.
What's the application rate on this? Am I going to
You
lose 10 pounds walking with my spreader again this time?
No, so this one's actually about half of what you did on the last step.
I can do that.
So Jeremy is on the 5-step program with AeroSeed, and it's our 5-step lawn program, so it covers the whole season. And how it works is we actually measure up however much fertilizer you need. You know, say you come in and you have 10,000 square feet. We give you 10,000 square feet of fertilizer. So that way you don't have a pile of partial bags or you run out. You know, we give you just what you need. The second application, which is what Jeremy is referring to, goes on at 10 pounds per 1,000 square feet. So if you have a 10,000 square foot yard, you get 100 pounds of fertilizer.
Wow.
This application with the grub control goes on at 4 pounds per 1,000 square feet.
I like that better.
So it's a lot lighter of a application. And the reason for that is it's actually higher in nitrogen. So you don't want to put too much on and burn your lawn.
Gotcha.
So, and as I'm sure you guys have probably seen some lawns that are that pale yellow, just not really looking dark green. That is iron chlorosis. That means when it got super hot out.
That sounds serious.
It does, but it is pretty serious. It's not, it's not going to hurt the lawn. It just makes it not look the best. But what happens is when it gets super hot and dry, that iron gets locked up in the soil, so the plants can't uptake it, or they can't access it. So then they turn that pale yellow color. So we do have a product called Summer Green, which is 10% iron. So it will spruce them back up real quick. So that's going on now also.
Good.
So you do have to make 2 trips over your yard for this third step.
Okay. I can do that.
So, but it only goes on at half as much as the last step. So
that's good.
It is.
And we're kind of talking about the 5-step program. We again want to emphasize you don't have to be on the 5-step program to come in and get this.
So if you want to come in, you don't want to be on the program, but you want to kind of mimic it. We can actually give you I guess I'd call it a calendar or an application summary. So it tells you what steps going on at what time.
When, yeah.
So when we give those out a lot. Maybe you're going to be not going to be in town, or maybe you travel out of state. You have a place out of state, but you still want to keep that yard up. Take one of those papers from us that has the application timing on it and what it is, and you can really probably go into about any home store or any lawn and garden store and get the same, not probably the exact same product, but you can get it pretty close at that time.
Okay.
So, or if you want to sign up for the 5-step program, we can sign you up now. And
just finish it out.
And just finish out the season. There's been plenty of new lawns that have went in, and if you have a new lawn, you kind of got to finagle the herbicide or fertilizer that you put on so you don't harm the new grass. We can do that too.
All right.
So, yeah, we've got a lot going on right now.
What else on your notes? Did we touch on everything, or do you have some other things to mention?
The other thing I want to mention is garden stuff going on. It's been tough on gardens this year just because it got so stinking hot with no rain. Those plants might be looking a little bit tough. Might be some blight setting in, some insect problems. We've got 7 insecticide, which is probably the #1 garden insecticide. It doesn't kill all bugs, but it generally controls the ones that do the damage. Probably also going to start seeing some fungus issues in the garden. We've got fungicide, just a broad spectrum garden fungicide. We've also got a product called Blossom Set, and you spray it on your plants, and it encourages them to bloom. The more blooms, the more fruit. The more fruit, the happier you are. So
Makes sense.
That is true, yeah.
it does. I've used Blossom Set the past couple years, and it's
Works good for you.
It's insane. I mean, I've used it on all my tomatoes and everything already this year. And one of my tomato plants, I think I counted almost 25 blooms on the other day.
Mm-hmm.
And it went from no blooms to all sorts of blooms. Works good on peppers also. I've used it on our jalapeno peppers, bell peppers, garden salsa peppers. So,
Do you have any products that automatically pull weeds?
we do have some preen,
Oh, okay.
and preen is a garden weeder. So after your garden's established, you get your transplants put in, you can actually sprinkle this around, and it creates a weed killing barrier. So
Okay.
it works pretty good. Or you can use grass clippings.
Yep.
Like I do, and then you see the weeds grow up through the grass clippings.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah. looks like there's not going to be any weeds. You're like, this is awesome. I did a good job. And then you blink and, there's weeds.
Yep.
So
They find a way, don't they?
they do. One thing I have figured out, I've planted a cover crop on my garden the past few years. I figure if it works good on a large scale, probably works just fine on a small scale, and it does. This past fall, I planted wheat in it, let that grow, over winter. Had a nice layer of organic matter that way, and then I just sprayed that out and planted right into the wheat that was laying over. It lasted till about a month ago, and then the night crawlers got really active, and they mulched it for me.
Ah.
So the good thing with that, the more soil activity you have, whether it's stuff that you can see, like night crawlers and bugs that are making holes and everything, that's a lot of channels for roots to follow, so they can go deeper, they grow a little bit better. And it also kept the weeds down right off the bat. So
And you had fish bait.
that's true. That yes, there was lots of pros to that.
There you go.
So
Anything else?
one last thing, we are looking for a full-time truck driver and warehouse guy.
Okay.
So it's going to be a kind of a dual purpose job. You'll drive a truck when needed, you'll work in the warehouse when needed, but you must have a current CDL, be able to lift 50 pounds repeatedly throughout the day. That's the
Not just one time.
no, not just one time.
Now that knocks me out.
Brad's like, there's my 50-pound bag. I'm done.
I only lift 50 pounds once a day. If I get up to 50 pounds, I'm done for the rest of it.
Yeah. So also need to have at least a high school diploma or a GED, and pass a pre-employment drug screen.
Okay.
So we do have a great benefit package and really competitive wages. You look at pretty much all the people on our crew right now, and most of them have been there 4 to 5 years
Yeah.
at least.
And that says a lot.
We've got some guys that have been there for a lot longer than that. But that just, it's a great place to work, great atmosphere, great benefits. And it's a fun place to work.
Do they contact you if they're interested? Go to your website? Or
Yep. So you can actually come on in and apply in person. So we can get you an application, or you can send a resume. You can send a resume.
That's a new thing.
That is a new thing. I don't know what happened there. Making up new words as I go.
That's
Welcome to
good.
radio.
Yeah.
You can
Welcome to our world.
You can send a resume to P.O. Box 722 here in Broken Bow, 68822. Or you can just, like I said, stop on in and we can give you an application.
All right. Remind everybody of your hours. I know the 4th is on Sunday,
Yes,
so how is that going to affect
That is one
you?
thing I wanted to mention. We will be closed this Saturday, which is July 3rd. But we will be open on Friday the 2nd, and we will be open on Monday the 5th.
Okay, so you will be open on Monday the 5th.
Yes.
Okay,
So-
but closed Saturday the 3rd.
Correct. So how we're doing that is part of the crew is taking off Friday, and then whoever didn't want to take Friday off is taking Monday off. So
Nice way to work it.
it is. There's another benefit of working at Arrowseed.
There you go.
Very flexible.
All right.
So-
Anything else you want to mention?
I don't think there is. I think we pretty well covered everything.
All right.
Stop in, get some tempo, get some yard fertilizer, garden stuff. We got it all.
All right.
Sounds good. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks for having me.
We'll see you next week.
Yeah, sounds good.
Logan Gerardin with Arrowseed, our guest on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. Search and rescue teams are working for a 6th day to try to find survivors of the apartment building collapse in South Florida. CBS's David Begnaud is there.
150 people are still missing under 12 stories of rubble and debris.
Is we're not lifting, floor by floor. We're talking about pulverized concrete. We're talking about steel. Every time there's an action, there's a reaction.
Temperatures are hitting dangerous highs in the Pacific Northwest, 116 in Portland and 108 in Seattle, where this woman lives.
And I was kind of afraid to go to sleep because I thought I might not wake up because I was dizzy and I thought I'm going to have heat stroke.
COVID hospitalizations are rising in Arkansas. Dr. Stephen Meddy works at a Little Rock hospital.
We have seen a 300% increase in the numbers of patients hospitalized here, so a threefold increase over the last 3 to 4 weeks.
CBS News Brief, I'm Wendy Gillette.
Here is a look at state news. I'm Gavin Higgins. Nebraska has a very low level of hospitalizations from COVID-19, and Monday, Governor Pete Ricketts announced that the state of emergency declared for COVID back on March 30th, 2020, will now expire at midnight, June 30th. There were 27 people as of Monday in the hospital from COVID-19 across Nebraska. Ricketts said public health districts can wind down their use of risk dials, though he acknowledged that the coronavirus will be around for some time. Ricketts says the important part is for people to get the vaccine against the virus and continue to take the basic precautions that became common over the past year. The governor also addressed the opening of schools this coming fall. Ricketts also lauded the efforts of the university system to conduct in-person classes along with online learning. Ricketts has opposed vaccine mandates or passports, favoring a voluntary approach. The Kaiser Family Foundation, according to Ricketts, ranked Nebraska the 3rd best state for people who contracted the coronavirus and survived it. Farmers are facing a herbicide shortage. Nolan Huffman with News Channel Nebraska spoke with Brian Hoffman of Farmers Pride about the problem.
Herbicide in short supply. It's a problem that's got farmers across the state expressing concern. The shortage is due primarily to supply issues. The main chemicals in the herbicides are made overseas, and shipping hit a snag as the coronavirus shut things down across the globe. It's forcing farmers to get creative, using certain compounds that do not do the job as well by comparison.
They're going to have to use chemicals that aren't as good for these weeds, and it'll be a little more challenging, and we've had tougher weeds keep developing in this country.
Brian Huffman with Farmers Pride says it's an issue that ag producers around the country will be aware of before long. He says some local farmers have already started planning for next year's season by putting in orders now. They're hopeful they'll get the supplies they need before this time in 2022. In Norfolk, Nolan Huffman, News Channel, Nebraska.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
In the NBA playoffs, Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals saw the Clippers stay alive with a 116-102 win over the Suns in Phoenix. Paul George led LA with 41 points and 13 rebounds. Reggie Jackson added 23 points, and Marcus Morris had 22 points in the win. Devin Booker had 31 points. Chris Paul 22 points in the loss for Phoenix. So the Clippers remain alive, but Phoenix still has a 3-2 advantage in the series. Game 6 Wednesday in LA. Opening game of the Stanley Cup Final saw the Lightning roll to a 5-1 win over the Canadiens. Nikita Kucherov had 2 goals and an assist, and goalie Andrei Vasilevsky 18 saves in net. Tampa Bay has the 1-0 series lead. Game 2 will be Wednesday again in Tampa. In baseball games of note, the Dodgers gained ground on the Giants with a 3-2 win. LA moves 2.5 games back of San Francisco in the NL West race. Trevor Bauer gets his 8th win of the year. Nationals gained ground on the Mets with an 8-4 win. Washington moves 3 back of New York in the NL East. Kyle Schwarber 2 home runs in the victory. Red Sox edge the Royals 6-5. Boston now 1 game up on Tampa Bay in the AL East.
Here's your weatherology forecast. Mainly sunny today, high of 82. Tonight, clear to partly cloudy, low near 58. Sunny on Wednesday, high near 85. Wednesday night, clear to partly cloudy, low of 58. Sunny on Thursday, high of 86. Thursday night, mainly clear, low near 57. Sunny on Friday, high near 86. Friday night, mainly clear, low of 57. High of 88 Saturday. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Laura Lockwood.
Currently at our studios, sunshine and 62 degrees, barometer at 30.20, humidity 93%. Precip total from yesterday and overnight, 8/100ths of an inch recorded here at our studios to bring our June total up to 88/100ths as recorded at KCNI KBBN. High yesterday at our studios, 82, with the overnight low dropping to 54. Sunset for tonight is set for 9:16.
The Cherry County Egg Society and Reckless Promotions presents the annual 4th of July Demolition Derby at the Cherry County Fairgrounds, Valentine, Nebraska. Several heats of action with added prize money, $10,000 total purse. The action begins at 6 p.m. on the 4th of July. Admission is $15 adults and $10 for kids. There's fun for all at the Cherry County Egg Society's Demo Derby at 6 p.m. on the 4th of July.
Pearson Physical Therapy of Broken Bow is offering free arthritis evaluations during the week of July 12th through the 16th. Whether you've had it for years or the pain just started, Pearson Physical Therapy can help reduce the stiffness and pain of arthritis through hands-on treatment and targeted exercise. If you're interested in learning whether physical therapy can help with your arthritis, come in starting July 12th for a free evaluation. For more information and to schedule, give Pearson PT a call at 308-872-5800. That's 308-872-5800.
Are you more than $10,000 in debt? Feel like you're on a never-ending treadmill, staying in one place and never getting ahead with those minimum payments? You feel like there is no way out? Don't let the credit card companies bully you anymore. There are programs in place to help you get free of your debt, and you don't have to pay the entire amount you owe. The program at Total Financial Freedom can help you get debt-free in months instead of decades. Call Total Financial now at 800-533-6605. That's 800-533-6605.
Jay Farner here, CEO of Rocket Mortgage and Rocket Companies. Last year, we saw historically low mortgage interest rates. What you may not know is that interest rates are already starting to increase, and it's likely that trend is only going to continue. Our team of experts is standing by to help you save before rates go up. Don't look back and wish that you had taken action. Call 833-8ROCKET or visit rocketmortgage.com.
Rocket. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender licensed in all 50 states and MLSConsumerAccess.org number 30.
Brent and Jeremy with you here in the studio. Thanks for tuning us in. We're at 95.3 on the FM, 96.3 on the FM as well, also 1280 on the AM side of things. We appreciate you tuning in as we roll through this Tuesday together. Another big weekend coming up around our area. We have several area communities going to be having special celebrations again this weekend, and as we've been doing for many years, Jeremy, we're going to be out and about later in the week on the morning show talking to some of these area communities.
Yep, it's going to be a lot of fun, and just love learning about, the new events that they're bringing and those traditional events, too, that they like to do each and every year. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And, it's still, many of these towns have, like, cow pie bingo. When I first moved to the area, I was writing radio ads about these events. I had no idea what it was. I was afraid to ask because I was like, it's one that just catches me as one of those things that just everyone in central Nebraska knows what it is. I don't want to be the one to ask.
Yeah.
So I Googled it, and that's how I found out what cow pie bingo is. And
Have you played it?
Tried it a couple of
Have you?
times, yeah.
Oh.
Didn't go well for me. But I'm still not completely sure I'm used to the idea of cow pie bingo. But I understand how fun it is.
Good.
The fact that someone came up with that somewhere along the lines is hilarious.
Let's see. Let's do that. Dave likes to do this. Let's do this morning. Dun-dun-dun.
Hey, let's get that figured out there real quick
Yeah,
here, Brent.
Sorry, don't mean don't mean to have that buzz bothering any of you. I got to find the right button. Is it keeping Central Nebraska informed or keeping Central Nebraska irritated? People are trying
The
to
second
figure
one
that out.
right now.
Yeah. Oh, rats! Now I lost my tone. Hang on. Let me do that again.
Yeah, it times out after 45 seconds.
Okay. Is anybody here?
Who are you trying to call?
I'm trying to contact Christy.
Oh,
Is she
she's
here?
probably
Oh,
over
wait
at
a minute.
Shannon's desk.
Hold on. Did she say, hi, is someone there?
Yes.
Hi, Christy. How are you?
Morning, Brent.
Good morning. Are you having a good morning?
I guess.
Good. Okay.
That sounds pretty
Great.
swell.
Hey, we were talking about the area festivals coming up this weekend, and I'm not exactly sure of when we're going to go where. So I thought I would just contact you quick and have you tell it, because I think we're going to Myrna and Sumner this week. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay.
Tomorrow is actually when we will be at Tubbs Pub in Sumner.
Tomorrow. Okay.
And then on Thursday, we go to Myrna to visit with them about Heritage Days.
Okay. All right. So tomorrow in Sumner and Thursday will be in Myrna.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you. Oh, by the way, I haven't had a chance to talk to you about this yet. We're missing a live read for Prairie Eye Care Center.
Oh, I have it. I'll bring it in.
Yeah, okay, thanks.
Yep.
All right. Bye. Have a great day. All right. Is Mr. Stock on the line?
Yes.
Okay. Let's just go right there. Dun-da-da. Punch that button. Punch that button. All right. As we continue on. Oh, wait a minute. I
You're
gotta do
still
that.
on speaker.
Oh, rats.
Don't hang up on Mark.
Well, now I don't know what to do.
Now when you punch too many buttons, you really are learning from Dave.
Okay.
Just hit the speaker button. I think you should be good.
I think I'm hooked up, right? Okay.
There. Now,
All right.
you
Now
bring
let's
that
see.
pot up. Hopefully he's there.
Mark Stock, are you still there?
I am here. I
Oh,
am there. I am everywhere.
Oh, good.
Hey, that's an apples, peaches, pumpkin pie polka. We should have named your tune.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Well, Mark, it's great to have you on the air with us. Always good to visit with you every Tuesday about Big Iron Auction, and I'm sure you guys are super busy as we continue to roll through the summer.
Oh, we got a lot of things going on, a lot of land that's popping up to be sold here on the Big Iron website. We've got several different tracks as they start selling here in July and August, and some land in September, and we're talking to more people all the time about getting real estate sold. These sellers want to get their property sold and scheduled to close in this calendar year. There are a lot of people concerned about what's going on in Washington and what kind of tax and rule changes may come into play. So that's why they know what the rules are now, and they know how to navigate within the rules as they are right now. So if you've got some land you're wanting to sell, now is a great time to pick up the phone and call us at 1-800-887-8625. Now, we do have a nice lineup of machinery selling tomorrow, folks. Over 1,300 items, equipment scattered all across the country. David Holter is from Platte, South Dakota. They've got 59 items selling on their sale, folks, and Tim Bohr is a Big Iron rep, but they've got a New Holland TJ 275 four-wheel drive tractor. They got a Freightliner, a truck that's got a mounted liquid tank on it for liquid nurse tending. They've got a Haybuster 2650 bale processor that's in outstanding condition. They've just got a lot of shop-related items as well. They got a John Deere 8440 four-wheel drive tractor. They got a Hinneker 5000 series cultivator that will sell, folks. And this particular machine is a 12-row 30. So if you need a cultivator, check it all out. Selling on the Big Iron website. I'm just touching on a few of the many items that David Holter will be selling tomorrow here on BigIron.com. Now, in addition to those particular sellers, folks, if you need some cattle shades, if you're worried about the heat, we've got cattle shades that sell to the highest bidder on BigIron.com as well. So we want you to watch those. Plus, we got some of these portable panels that you can make your own feedlot or your own sorting yards out of. They sell every week here on BigIron.com to the highest bidder. Now, in Ulysses, Kansas, there's a John Deere 8335R mechanical front tractor selling for 21st Century Equipment. It's a John Deere dealer in western Nebraska and throughout Kansas and Colorado. They've got several items, 20 items selling, in fact. They got a 1775 24-row 30 Maximerge 5 planter. It's a 2015 model machine, folks. Plus, they got a John Deere 455 disc grain drill that will sell. They've got a cedar cart. They've got a 2019 Shellborn stripper head. This thing is just like brand spanking new. So if you got some wheat and it maybe got a little bit blown over by some wind, these things will take that head right off that wheat, lickety-splickety. So check it all out. Also, a John Deere 2623 VT vertical tillage machine is selling for those good folks. And they've got a Buffalo 6600 series 12-row 30 cultivator that is selling for 21st Century Equipment. And they got a Brent Avalanche grain cart. Just a great lineup of late model big equipment selling on the BigIron.com website here tomorrow. In addition, folks, if you need forage harvesting equipment, we've got a lot of those items that will be sold. So if you need cutters, if you need different cutter heads, if you need wagons or trailers, we've got those items that will be sold as well. Boyd Elgin from Creston, Nebraska has got a New Holland forage cutter that will be selling. It's only got 1,200 hours on the cutter head. So a lot of life left in that machine. In addition, folks, we've got additional sellers that are selling semi-trucks, collector tractors. In fact, over by Coleridge, Nebraska, Circle E Farms, they have got a whole lineup of collector tractors, folks. John Deere 2520s, 2010s. They've got a 1010. They've got a 1972 John Deere 4020, a 1971 John Deere 4000. These tractors have all been meticulously restored, and they will sell tomorrow to the highest bidder. We've got the Orville Cohen retirement sale in Canton, Kansas. They've got a big horsepower collector tractor, a 1973 John Deere 6030 tractor will sell on that retirement sale over in Canton, Kansas. So check that out. In addition, folks, we have got a pivot, a single tower pivot span that's brand spanking new, selling for Lindsay Manufacturing. They donated this to an area, to the Lindsay Area Development to put on their Lindsay Pivot Days, which was this last weekend. But now this pivot with a fancy box, it's a one-tower pivot, is going to sell on BigIron.com. So if you had a tornado or something or wind flip over your pivot point, take a look. This thing is selling to the highest bidder tomorrow. We've got all kinds of tractors from people all across the country selling. We've got all kinds of chemical and fertilizer application equipment selling as well. So dial up the Big Iron website and bid with confidence, because everything sells with no reserves, no buyer's fees, and everything's sold lien-free. Those are our value propositions here at the Big Iron auction site. Now, we do want to remind everybody that we're listing equipment now to sell in August and in September. And we're going to have another big classic car auction the week after Husker Harvest Days. So if you've got a collector car, it's sitting in the shed, it's underneath the tarp, you haven't taken it out to drive, and you want somebody else to enjoy that thing, now is the time to get a hold of your area Big Iron rep so they can come out and get the video footage. There is a little longer marketing period on these collector car auctions. If you want to get it exposed to everyone, not only across North America, but across the globe, we need a couple extra weeks to get that done. Don't back yourself in a corner and call us up the deadline day and say, I want to sell this car. Let's have that conversation today so we can expose that car and get all the value out of it that it possibly can by exposing it to so many buyers from all across the globe. Those are just some of the few things that are going on here with Big Iron Auctions and Big Iron Realty. So once again, we're listing land right now to sell. We're listing a lot of machinery to sell. We're doing a lot of retirement sales even for November and December. We're scheduling those right now, and our guys and gals are out there taking the pictures and shooting the video footage. So it starts, the planning starts way in advance to have a successful auction. Call us, 1-800-887-8625.
All right, Mark. Always great to hear your report. A lot of things going on, and we hope you have a good week ahead of you.
Hey, we'll do that. Thank you very much.
All right, thanks, Mark. Bye.
You betcha.
All right, Mark Stock joining us with Big Iron Auction Company. The time is 8:28.
Keep the clutter away by switching from paper statements to e-statements. Bruning Bank wants to help you reduce unnecessary waste and earn $15 when you switch your account to e-statements. Our user-friendly website offers a safe and secure way to view your statement anytime, anywhere, and even faster than ever. Earn cash with a simple switch. This promotion is open to current and new Bruning Bank customers. Learn more at bruningbank.com or visit your nearest Bruning Bank location. Bruning Bank, member FDIC.
Don't miss the fun of the Dawson County Fair. The carnival opening night is Wednesday, July 14th, and it will be going on all the way through Sunday night. The Craft and Vendor Show will be going on in the commercial building Friday at 4 p.m. and then Saturday from 8 until 3. Friday, don't miss the salsa contest with public taste test at 7 p.m., followed by a rodeo from the Phillips Rodeo Company at the Dawson County Arena. This fun and more will be at the Dawson County Fair in Lexington, the 14th through the 18th.
Happy 4th of July from your home-owned shoe store, Bo Bootery. In honor of Independence Day, they have marked sandals and flip-flops at 25% off. They have amazingly comfortable brands like Clark's, Bourne, Merrill, Teva, Viking, and more. Plus, they have styles for all members of the family. Happy 4th of July. Celebrate with 25% off at Bo Bootery on the Square in Broken Bow. They wish you a safe and exciting holiday weekend.
Brent and Jeremy back with you here in the studio. I'm going to try this again. There, faster that time.
That was quicker.
Thanks. Dun, 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 dun.
Yes?
Christy, hi. Brent again. How are you?
It's great.
Good. Hey, I have a favor to ask of you. I've got to go to, we're going to go to a baseball game tonight here at Paul Brown Field and do Broken Bow against Cozad.
Correct.
The last time I went to a ball game and took one of the station cars, it got hit by a foul ball and cracked the windshield.
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
Okay. Would you like me to take your car? That was Shannon's car.
Yeah.
Would you like?
Now.
Would you like me to take? Would you like me to take your car this time?
Well, sure. I guess that makes sense.
Okay.
If you're going to ruin another one, you might as well go for the older one.
Well, actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the going to take Old Red. That's what we
the old red car.
Call it. Yeah, the 2002 Chevy Cavalier.
Well, that makes sense.
And yeah, so what I was wondering was, would you, if you have to go out and about, can you just drive it around a little bit today when you're out and about?
No, I don't.
And
like
then
that car.
and then that way, if it, I just don't know if it'll get me to the ballpark and back. So I thought that if you tested it out and it died on you, then I wouldn't take it tonight.
No, I don't want to try it.
You're not?
No,
Okay.
you only have like, what, $6 to go.
Well,
I don't like that car.
Will you at least go out and vacuum it out for me?
No, because I didn't dirty that car.
I think the environment dirtied that car.
Now, I thought we were a team out here.
Well,
we're a team, right?
I'd like to think we are.
You're backing her into the corner.
All right. Okay. Well, I guess thanks for your help.
We do appreciate that you get the cars out in the morning.
What's that?
We do appreciate that you've been getting the cars out for us in the morning.
Yeah, I apologize. I haven't been doing that as of late.
I noticed that you kind of
sorry
been
about that.
slipping a little bit. But
That's okay,
I'm
Brent.
surprised.
That's okay. What are you getting back in return?
Well, apparently nothing. She
Yeah,
won't even go out and
exactly.
vacuum out the old car
Yeah.
for me today.
Right.
So, yes.
If I remember right, I was like accommodating you the other day when it came to something for an ad. I was like, no problem, Brent. We'll make sure it's just easy for you.
That's true, yes. Yeah, you did that.
I'm a team player.
Okay. Well, yeah. Sometimes I think you get a bad rap, Christy.
Thank you.
Seriously.
Oh, boy. Butter her up.
So, anyway, okay. Well, thanks.
Alrighty.
And we'll talk to you later.
Goodbye.
All right, bye. Have a good day. All right, there we go.
Where's a live read that can correspond with what just happened right there on the phone?
What do you mean? What
Something
just
about
happened?
buttering someone up or someone having a butter roll special or something.
I hope Bernie's listening this morning. Hey, let's talk fireworks. You wanna do that?
Yeah, we
Let's
can
do
do
that.
Got the information right here.
'Tis the season. Where should I go, Jeremy Shipe?
Well, you should go to the Broken Bow Lions Club stand located at Kaboomers by Pleasure Lanes in Broken Bow. And the big thing to remember there, when you buy your fireworks at the Lions Club stand, 20% goes to the Broken Bow Volunteer Fire Department show. So when you're watching that show in Broken Bow and watching those big fireworks go up in the air, you can know that you helped contribute to that by buying your fireworks for your own show at home. There's some cool fireworks in their stand this year. You talked about Smelly Ellie last time, didn't you?
I did, yes.
A little elephant. They've got the like the bullet bikes and things like that. Those are good for kids. You kind of light them and they just kind of scoot around the floor a little bit. They've got all sorts of fountains. Fountains are a favorite of many. They just they don't really make a loud bang or anything. They just kind of have pretty colors and they're smaller fireworks. So something to check out. And don't forget that they have a larger selection of rockets and bottle rockets this year because of the new changes to Nebraska state law. So keep that in mind. And always check out the artillery shells. If you want artillery shells that squeal or that crackle, they've got all kinds of different options there at Kaboomers in the Pleasure Lanes parking lot, East Highway 2, Broken Bow. Go and shop with them. They're open each day starting at 10 a.m. They go till 10 p.m. And then on the 4th of July, they'll be open that evening as well.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Jeremy. You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
for Sports in Broken Bow has all kinds of equipment and shoes for the season. What Scott doesn't have in store, he can try to find for you. Geared for Sports has competitive pricing, so there's no need to go out of town or search the web. Find it right on the square in Broken Bow. There's a reason it's called Geared for Sports. They're prepared to gear you up for whatever sport you play. Visit them soon in Broken Bow. Geared for Sports.
Happy 4th of July from the Grocery Cart. Their shelves are packed full with these deals and many more. 85% lean ground round in a 10-pound tube is $3.68 a pound. Or pick up bone-in baby back St. Louis pork ribs for $4.48 a pound. All varieties of Johnsonville brats or Italian sausage are $3.98. Ballpark meat franks are $4 for $5. Red ripe whole seedless watermelons are $3.98 each. Sweet corn is a must, and right now they are 10 ears for $3. Grocery Cart on East Highway 2 wishes you a great 4th of July.
20 minutes in front of the hour. Of course, we're always encouraging you to be checking out our website, sandhillsexpress.com. Make sure you go to the community calendar that you'll find in the community tab and take a look at what's happening in and around our listening area. And we maybe don't promote this as much as we should, but if you have anything that you're involved in and you want to have it posted on community calendar, I know Jeff reads off the community calendar during the 10 o'clock hour on KCNI Radio. If you have an event that you're going to be involved in or whatever and you want it on community calendar, send us the info and we'll get it on there for you. And I think that the easiest way to do it anymore, Jeremy, is to just email us.
Yeah, just email us, info@sandhillsexpress.com. And the thing you'll notice about community calendar is it's kind of those events that sometimes, unfortunately, get lost in the shuffle, those nonprofit events, those kind of more non-business events that are for a good cause or not for a profit of your business. So we'd love to spread the word about those.
Yeah, and one of the things you'll find on the community calendar right now is something that I know a lot of us take advantage of when it arrives here, and that's the Goodwill donation trailer. It is to be setting up at Gary's Superfoods at around noon today, and it will be there until it's full, which sometimes can happen in a day or two.
Quick, yeah.
And or it will be there until noon on Friday. So we just want to make sure that you're aware that it's going to be in Broken Bow this week. It'll be setting up at Gary's Superfoods parking lot like it usually does, scheduled to be there at around noon today, and then it will stay there until the trailer is full or until noon on Friday.
And I think that might be the first time it's been in town since the citywide garage sales, right? So it probably will fill up pretty quick. So if you have some items you want to put in there, make sure you get there sooner rather than later.
And I think in the past they have always said, if it's full, don't lay stuff around the trailer.
We want the items
you
to,
know what I mean?
yeah, we want the items to get where they're supposed to go in good shape. So keep that in mind.
So if it's full, just maybe hang on to your stuff until it comes back the next time. All right?
Yeah.
But it'll be at the Gary's Superfoods parking lot beginning at around noon today.
Yep.
Let's see, some other things going on. I know that we got some information on Legends Neighborhood Grill in Broken Bow. I think we've got a live read on that.
Yep.
And they've got something special coming up. I believe it's this week.
Yep, on Thursday, so just a couple of days away. Make sure you stop by Broken Bow Legends Neighborhood Grill right on the square in Broken Bow. Local talent Ambition. We had them here on the breakfast show, and they were talking to us. They're going to be playing and performing. They'll have some great food, cold drinks, and awesome company as you listen to the band starting at 8 p.m. this Thursday. If you want to keep up with all the fun at Legends, make sure you check out their Facebook page for their unique daily specials and all that's going on. Thursdays can be as fun as Fridays. That's what they're saying at Legends. So add to the excitement. This Thursday, Ambition will be playing at Legends Neighborhood Grill, northwest corner of the square in Broken Bow. Go check it out. And they play some great music, play a great variety. And they play Red Hot Chili Peppers, too, which I'm always a big fan of. Yep, that's what Dave's told me.
When they were here, they did a cover of a Foo Fighters song. And
also a big fan of that, yeah.
And Neil Young's Rockin' in the Free World did a great job on that.
Nice.
So,
good deal.
Yeah, great to see the kids out having fun with that. So go check them out on Thursday, right?
Thursday, yep. 8 o'clock is when they're going to start playing. So my suggestion would be maybe go catch some dinner. Have a couple drinks or two and just converse with some folks and wait for them to get the show started.
There you go.
Secure your spot.
Want to talk a little bit about our good friend Velma at Circle V Stitch and Post. I know that as we continue to go through the summer, it just seems like there's a lot of weddings that are kind of popping up.
A lot, yeah.
And especially when you think about, last year, maybe didn't have the opportunity to have the wedding the way you wanted it, so maybe it got delayed or whatever. But if you're looking for a special personalized gift, whether it be for a wedding or whether it be for maybe a baby shower or any special occasion, Velma has a way of putting together something really special and personalized.
Yeah, personalized is the key. Personalized gifts are becoming bigger and bigger as wedding gifts, and Velma can help you out with that. Whether you just need to start at square one and you need her help in coming up with a cool gift, or maybe you have an idea, maybe some towels or something new for the married couple or the baby. Baptismal gifts, those are a big thing she likes to promote. She has in-stock items that she can personalize, or she has some books in there as well that you can flip through to find the perfect gift that you're looking for. If you're looking for uniforms or team apparel, she can help you create something for your team or group that will raise the bar. Can be any team, sports, dance, rodeo, and even ranch. Something that we kind of maybe don't mention enough. Big thing about rodeo is, having your name stitched into your different shirts or your hat or something like that. So the list goes on and on. The ideas are endless. So call Velma and get your creation started today. 872-6173. She's out on Paulson Road, just outside of Broken Bow, just north of town at Circle V Stitching Post.
Want to give a shout out to Jim Duncan, if I can, for just a minute. Jim is one of the coaches, along with Mr. Stunkel, for the One Box Rock Crushers youth shooting sports team. And they went to San Antonio, Texas earlier in the month and participated in a national tournament.
Yep.
A tournament that they historically have done exceptionally well at. And this year they won the national championship again. So congratulations to all those area kids. But big thanks to Jim. We found out that they had achieved the national title, and we kind of got a link to the website that kind of gave some of the results. I just couldn't quite understand them. So Jim put together just this great write-up of how the kids performed at the national tournament, was able to kind of single out the names of the kids and what they all did. And it's really amazing at the accomplishment that they pulled off earlier this month. So just a big thanks to Jim, who was able to basically write the story for us. And we have posted that on our website, sandhillsexpress.com. So go check it out. And Jim, thank you very much for taking the time to kind of write that in a way that everybody who reads it can understand it. So thank you very much.
Yeah, it's much appreciated. Because after he sent us the link to the results and the picture of the national championship team, I wrote back to him and said, Jim, I'm going to be honest, I can't really understand these results. And he said, yes, a lot of people can't. It's a little bit more difficult this year. I'll get a right up your direction, and he did just that. It reads really, really well.
It really does, yeah.
You folks can check it out on the website, sandhillsexpress.com.
All right. 8:47 is the time. Thanks for tuning in to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Tuesday morning. Thanks for tuning us in. Ansley Lumber and Supply. If you have some little fix-it projects or whatever that you're doing around the house, inside the house, outside the house, they're probably going to have just about everything that you need.
Yeah, and I think a good example of that is if you're doing a painting project, sometimes it's hard to pick a color.
How many colors are there?
3,500.
At Ansley Lumber?
Yeah.
Oh, heavens.
In Benjamin Moore paint. Now, I don't know if that makes your decision easier or harder. It could go one of two ways. But the nice thing is that if you've got a color that maybe is a favorite of yours or something, you can go in and you've got that wide variety. Just pick and choose and take some color samples home, hang them up on the wall, and decide on exactly what you want, and they can help you make it a reality. They have GAF shingles, metal for those metal buildings, and of course premium lumber too. They also have new home building packages that just kind of give you everything that you need in one place. Their consultations from their professionals and delivery are available too. You can give them a call ahead of time at 935-1815 or stop by Ansley Lumber and Supply, locally owned and operated in downtown Ansley. You step into their area there, their storefront, and they make the use of that space there for sure. It's just organized very, very well. Feels like the grocery store that you get used to shopping at all the time. You walk in, and even though you don't go there super often, maybe you feel like the way that it's organized, you know where to go immediately. So they're open Monday to Friday, 8 to 5:30, and Saturday, 8 to noon at Ansley Lumber, downtown Ansley.
All right. It's Tuesday, so that means earlier today for the game that we do between 7:30 and 8, it was Tumbleweed Day, and we gave our good friend Peg, who called in and answered the question correctly, a certificate for a free tumbleweed meal at the Tumbleweed. And if you're looking for, for those of us who have lived in the area for any amount of time, we know the Tumbleweed, and we know that every time we walk in there, we're going to get a good, delicious meal and a meal that's going to fill us up.
Yes, it's going to taste good. It's going to be that home cooking that you like. And the other thing, you said, when you walk in, you're going to get blank. Well, when I walk in, I know that my first look is to the left at that cooler that has the pies in it.
Sometimes I forget about what they offer there.
Yes, there's always something in there. So don't forget that after you have your good home-cooked meal. They've got delicious pies, and they're so delicious that you just push to the back of your mind how full you are, and you make the room.
There you go.
So go check it out. They've got some great stuff.
Yep. Any time of the day, they're ready to serve you and take care of you. So check it out. Tumbleweed Cafe, a staple of Broken Bow, Nebraska. 8:55 the time. We have news coming up here for you shortly. In the meantime, let's step away for a little bit more music on this Tuesday. Here's some Bob Seger for you. You're listening to KCNI KBBN Broken Bow.
WTVN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. The death toll has risen to 11 after an apartment building collapse in South Florida. More than 150 remain missing. WFOR TV's Brooke Schaefer.
This marks day 6 of search and rescue. Officials say they're still hopeful, but as crews work to find people under the rubble, the task is difficult.
We're trying to do things as safe as possible so that we don't get hurt.
As cities in the West shatter heat records, CBS meteorologist Jeff Baradelli says get used to it.
Heat waves like this will become more routine as the decades go on as we continue to warm. This is our departure from normal.
The Delta variant is spreading around the world, but the situation is better in the U.S., according to CBS medical contributor Dr. David Agus.
We're seeing some breakthroughs. In Israel, there were breakthroughs in elderly who got vaccinated very early, and some of their immunity went down. But in general, we are protected from the Delta variant at the present time.
CBS News Brief, I'm Wendy Gillette.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
In the NBA playoffs, Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals saw the Clippers stay alive with a 116-102 win over the Suns in Phoenix. Paul George led LA with 41 points and 13 rebounds. Reggie Jackson added 23 points, and Marcus Morris had 22 points in the win. Devin Booker had 31 points. Chris Paul 22 points in the loss for Phoenix. So the Clippers remain alive, but Phoenix still has 8-3-2 advantage in the series. Game 6 Wednesday in LA. Opening game of the Stanley Cup Final saw the Lightning roll to a 5-1 win over the Canadiens. Nikita Kucherov had 2 goals and an assist, and goalie Andrei Vasilevsky 18 saves in net. Tampa Bay has the 1-0 series lead. Game 2 will be Wednesday again in Tampa. In baseball games of note, the Dodgers gained ground on the Giants with a 3-2 win. LA moves 2.5 games back of San Francisco in the NL West race. Trevor Bauer gets his 8th win of the year. Nationals gained ground on the Mets with an 8-4 win. Washington moves 3 back of New York in the NL East. Kyle Schwarber 2 home runs in the victory. Red Sox edge the Royals 6-5. Boston now 1 game up on Tampa Bay in the AL East.
Here's your weatherology forecast. Mainly sunny today, high of 82. Tonight, clear to partly cloudy, low near 58. Sunny on Wednesday, high near 85. Wednesday night, clear to partly cloudy, low of 58. Sunny on Thursday, high of 86. Thursday night, mainly clear, low near 57. Sunny on Friday, high near 86. Friday night, mainly clear, low of 57. High of 88 Saturday. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Laura Lockwood.
News and weather was brought to you today by Custer Electric and Irrigation in Broken Bow. As we transition from prep season to watering season, Custer Electric and Irrigation wants to remind you of important offerings that set them apart. They are once again offering free FieldNet and NF Trax demos for this growing season. Demos are limited, so call today to reserve your pivot control or set of NF Trax. Want to skip the demo and buy? Custer Electric and Irrigation recently installed 4 radio bridges that allow the service area for telemetry and FieldNet to expand where you may not previously been able to get it. These bridges also mean cheaper annual subscriptions, so talk to Lance to see what he can do for you. In need of tires but don't want to upgrade to NF Trax? Custer Electric has 11.2 by 38 tires on hand and ready for your pivots. Finally, is your pivot leaking more water than irrigating? This is your reminder to not settle for second best on sprinklers. Update your sprinkler packages today for install before service season. For all this and more, call Lance at 880-1507. Check them out on Facebook or at custerei.com. Custer Electric and Irrigation. Experience the difference.
9:04 the time. You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. It's good to have you with us here on this Tuesday morning, and we have a guest in the studio. Hi, Suzanne. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good to see you again. Suzanne Glendy with Off-Broadway Assisted Living is with us in the studio this morning. How have things been at Off-Broadway?
Just great. Really good. We have really enjoyed this weather. We've taken advantage. Last week we took, trips to Sargent and Myrna. We had invited residents to the Callaway Rodeo, but that kind of rain kind of moved in and they weren't sure they wanted to go. And we've talked to some local people about how we can get some of our residents to the bull riding during the fair. And so we are just really embracing this time of year and this wonderful weather.
Isn't it amazing how the weather really does affect so many things? I mean, we know it does, but the one thing it can affect is just your attitude.
Oh, man. This morning, that fresh air and there was no dust and it was just sunny and it was like, man, it's going to be a great day. It really does affect a lot of things that we do. That's for sure.
Yeah. So what are some of the things that you wanted to visit with our listeners about this morning?
Well, we're still looking for a landscaper. I know we're kind of late in the season. We thought we had, some people lined up, but they have not shown up. And we really want our gazebo area. We want our residents and their families to just have like a wow factor, I guess I would say, when they're outside in that area. We really want it to be used and be admired. And so if there is anybody who's interested in doing that, like I've said before, I'll buy the supplies, but please get us appropriate vegetation and plants or flowers or whatever. I would love to see something that changed with the seasons. And so we're looking still for somebody to come help us with that landscaping project there. And we have about all of our positions filled, except we're still looking for that special person to help us with some marketing. And so, think about it. I mean, it's a very flexible, very open schedule. There's no certain days. There's no certain hours. We want this person who can relate well to the population that we deal with on a day-to-day basis, but somebody who wants to be excited about going to chamber events and community events. So, just think about it. There is no magic age you have to be. If you want to go see your kids and you're, my age, 50 and on up, and you have things planned, we can work around that. I mean, we just really want the right person. And so those are a couple of things I wanted to talk about. The other thing I want to talk about is we do have some open apartments, and in visiting with you guys on this weekly program has really benefited us.
Oh, good.
We do get people that are calling in and asking more questions, but we really still want to get somebody else to move in during this summer month and get established with our folks that are there, get involved with us. We have some one-bedroom apartments that are very charming, I would say. I'm not a good real estate agent, but they are charming. They're newly painted. Some of the flooring is completely new, but just come visit us on that.
And I need to get over there and look at them personally and see them, but my understanding is that they are really pretty spacious too. Are they not? I mean, obviously, the two-bedroom ones are larger than the one-bedroom one, but there's plenty of room for folks.
There really is. And, one of the things about Off-Broadway is, yes, there are one-bedroom apartments, and there's some one-bedroom suites. And each one is just a little bit different. And so, you might enter one and it might have a bigger kitchen area and maybe a little smaller living room and then the bedroom and the bathroom. But then you might have one that, maybe a kitchen space isn't so important to you, but you want a larger bedroom. Or maybe you want the bathroom close to the bedroom, or some folks, they have a lot of family that visit, the bathroom is closer to the living room kitchen area. So you almost need to come look if you're interested and go room, apartment to apartment, just to see the little differences that they have. And elevator access on the floors. We don't expect people to walk the stairs. We have one of our student interns is an exercise science major. And so one of the things that she's done and helped us with is the residents kind of got to talking to her, and they're like, we've done the same activity or the same exercise activity the same way for a long time. So they asked her to get them a different one. So getting involved in that exercise, which is so important, and it's seated and it's safe. And so, but to keep us mobile and keep our joints moving and our brains healthy, and we just have a variety of things to offer. So I just wanted to encourage you, just come look. The hardest part is sometimes getting your foot in the door, but just come check us out. We've got a few different apartments to offer you.
And the best way to do that, Suzanne, is it to give you a call ahead of time, or we always appreciate it when we get a call. But last week we had different families that it was convenient for them while they were in town, while the moment struck them. And that's what we want to be, as flexible as well. So if you and your parent are talking, or you're someone who's considering moving into Off-Broadway,
it's okay with me to come in and just when it's available for you and convenient for you to come do a tour. Come see us during. I don't want it to be where you come on a weekend because, our staff and that type of thing, we're not fully staffed on the weekend. We have our nursing staff and our dietary staff, and they take care of business and take care of our folks. But if you want to come on a weekend and that's the only time that works, you call me and I will come to town and meet you, because I just don't want it to be where, sometimes you get in conversation, you're like, well, let's go. And just because it's a Saturday or a Sunday, I don't want that to stop you. It's always nice if you give me a call, but okay. I just want you to know we'll be flexible.
Yeah.
We want you to just come see us. We are going to start doing some mystery speakers at Off-Broadway. So we have a mystery speaker that is coming after the 4th of July. And so don't be surprised if we give somebody a call and say, hey, could you be our mystery speaker at Off-Broadway for this week? So we're trying to do some different things and spark some interest on like, who is it going to be and what are they going to talk about? So we're going to do some kind of different things like that.
Cool.
And I did want to say we went to the library for the humanities speaker the other night, and it was fantastic. Our residents that went loved it. I loved it. And I wish we could do more of that kind of thing in our area. It was, it was fantastic, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, though I wasn't to the one that was most recent, but I've been to some in the past. They really are, one thing, they're educational, for one thing, and then number two, just extremely interesting to take in.
Very interesting. And, it's something that everybody can enjoy, from our residents to the kids. It was really amazing. And, I'm not trying to use this time to, just talk about random things really, but I just wanted to encourage people that when things like that come to our area, it is so good to see the turnout that we get. And Off-Broadway wants to be part of the community. And we want our residents to feel, they are in a retirement type of community, but we want them to be part of the community. And so getting them to the Custer County Fair, going to Callaway to the rodeo, going to the Library for Humanities, we want to do those things. So just, we may be aging, but we're not standing still. And that's kind of what I kind of want to keep going with this. So we just have a lot of things going. We want to keep doing that, but don't be surprised if I give you a call and say, hey, will you be the mystery speaker?
All right. Well, we'll make sure people are ready for that mystery call if you're looking for a mystery speaker. I'm sure that things obviously have changed from where we were a year ago. But I do know that one of the things that is fun with your residents and that they enjoy is just visiting. And if I'm guessing that you're probably, correct me if I'm wrong here, but you're probably open up enough now to where if people just want to come by and visit, they're probably okay to do that now?
Yes, Brent. And I'm really glad that you brought that up, because there are a lot of misconceptions and a lot of misunderstandings maybe about what we're able to do and not to do. So real quick, the process is you come into the building and there's a screening process. You get through the screening process, and then you go see the person that you want to go visit with. If you've been vaccinated and they're vaccinated, you can take your mask off in the apartment and visit and have a normal conversation. You can stay as long as you want. You don't have to make an appointment to come visit. And then when you leave, you just exit the building. We want to make sure that when you come in that you're not exhibiting any signs or symptoms. And we do have some staff for health reasons that cannot be vaccinated. And we want to protect our residents as well. So you get past that screening process, you're good to go. And we don't have to hold you up when you leave. So yes, you can come, and just like you always have. If you have coffee with a friend at Off-Broadway, please come back and have coffee with your friend. It's super important that you do that. We welcome that. We have grandkids that are coming back into the area on vacation.
Oh, that's great.
Please come see them. I mean, we will be as accommodating as we can, and getting back to that, freedom of having visitors whenever you want. Our residents are able to go downtown. They're able to leave the building and able to come back. And there's not a lot of restrictions on them even to do those things. We still are having to test our staff and our residents based on what the county positivity level looks like. And everybody's just kind of accepted that that's kind of our new normal and kind of where we are. But it really doesn't hinder anything that they are doing on a normal day-to-day basis. And so we want that. Please come visit.
Yeah, good. All right. Anything else that you wanted to touch on this morning, or have we kind of hit on
I
what
think
you
we've
wanted
hit
to?
on everything. I just wanted to just kind of finish up by saying, we really appreciate everybody's support and of Off-Broadway. We have a lot of people that say a lot of nice things about us, and we're really grateful for that. But if you are a 4-H club and you want like a community service project, or you are a garden club and you want to, help us out with this, we will try to make like a donation back to you. I will pay for the supplies for our gazebo area, but we just really want it to be really nice for our families and residents. So I guess my plea to the community is if someone has interest in that or knowledge on it, please give me a call at Off-Broadway, and let's work together on that. But I just really appreciate the community. We have just had such good things said about us and support for us, and that really means a lot. And it also helps that we've had some really good weather, so
yes,
that always
does.
makes the attitude brighter. But thank you guys, and thanks to everybody in the community. We look forward to being out there more yet this summer, so watch for the Off-Broadway vans in the community.
Sounds good. Throw out your number quick in case people, we've sparked some interest, whether it be about a job opening or decorating the gazebo or whatever. How can they get in touch with you?
872-2522.
All right. Sounds good. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you, guys. It's always a pleasure.
All right. You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Happy 4th of July from the Grocery Cart. Their shelves are packed full with these deals and many more. Hormel bone-in Boston butt pork roast is $2.48 a pound, and certified Angus beef sirloin steaks are $7.98 a pound. In the frozen section, delicious blue ribbon ice cream pails are $4.98. Washington dark sweet cherries are $3.98 a pound, and baked beans are a great side to have at 2 for $4. For those desserts, Cool Whip topping is 4 for $5. At the Grocery Cart, East Highway 2, Broken Bow.
Attend the annual Sumner Rodeo and celebrate the 4th of July in Sumner this weekend. Bowie Fertilizer is happy to help support the community of Sumner with locations in Miller, Overton, and Riverdale. Bowie Fertilizer provides a large number of area farms with the tools for success. Whether it's custom application of fertilizer or the chemicals or seed they need, Bowie Fertilizer strives to offer a quality product and a competitive price. To learn more about their services, call 457-2161 and talk with Rick Bowie. Independently and family owned for over 50 years.
After the events of last year, we are certainly reminded of the importance of gathering together to make memories with those we love. This year, don't let your opportunity to capture your family photos go by. Hillary Williams Photography offers quick family sessions so that getting pictures taken is a faster experience with stunning results. Don't forget to book senior picture sessions too. Call Hillary at 308-870-4620. That's Hillary Williams Photography at 870-4620.
On our first date, we had masks on and kept 6 feet apart. Now, we're a lot closer.
Just like Cliff and Deb, thousands of singles over 50 found their perfect match on Silver Singles last year.
I feel like I'm 20 years old again, and I'm pretty sure she feels the same way.
Rediscover the magic of dating with Silver Singles, the exclusive community for singles over 50. Sign up today and receive daily matches you won't want to miss at silversingles.com/radio. silversingles.com/radio.
Jay Farner here, CEO of Rocket Mortgage and Rocket Companies. Last year, we saw historically low mortgage interest rates. What you may not know is that interest rates are already starting to increase, and it's likely that trend is only going to continue. Our team of experts is standing by to help you save before rates go up. Don't look back and wish that you had taken action. Call 833-8ROCKET or visit rocketmortgage.com.
Rocket. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender licensed in all 50 states.
Jeremy in the studio with you on this Tuesday morning. If you're looking for a great way to start your day or to pick you up during the day, how about Prairie Grounds Cafe and Gifts?
Yeah, and it doesn't really have to be something that has, coffee in it. They've got great refreshing drinks as well for those warm days that pop up here in the summer. Right now, they've got some June featured drinks going on, and as we look at the calendar, June is going to be over sooner rather than later. So if you want to try out one of these great drinks, make sure you swing in and see them at Prairie Grounds Cafe and Gifts very soon. They've got the Sugar Daddy Latte going on right now, as well as the Strawberry Cloud. It's a strawberry smoothie with half and half in it, so it makes it a little fluffier. Passion Fruit Iced Tea, Summer's Here Italian Soda with cherry and lime, and the 100% crushed fruit smoothies. Some of the flavors they have there are guava and passion fruit, mango, frozen lemonade, 4-berry, tropical sunshine, strawberry banana, and just strawberry as well. Prairie Grounds Cafe and Gifts is open Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m., and then from 2 p.m. until 4 p.m., it is drive-through and patio only, so do keep that in mind. Later on in the day for the last couple hours, it's just the drive-through and patio only. They are also open on Saturdays if you want to kick off your weekend right, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. That's Prairie Grounds Cafe and Gifts right there on Highway 2 in Broken Bow.
If you go to sandhillsexpress.com, you'll find the employment page, and we've been talking about this a lot. And that is the fact that you'll find a few job listings right now on the employment page. And here's Jeremy with a couple of them for you.
Yeah, one of them is with Central Nebraska Community Action Partnership. They're looking for an early childhood programs center assistant. It's a full-time position, a wage of $11.36 per hour. You get some great benefits with that wage, too. Health, dental, life, and vision insurance, flexible 4-day working schedule, employer-matched retirement up to 3%. And that's just 3 of the 8 great benefits that you get when you pick up this position. Qualifications, you need a high school diploma or equivalent, a working phone, a valid Nebraska driver's license, and previous experience working with infants and toddlers. You'll help in the center cooking and cleaning for children ages 0 to 3, and you'll help out the teacher with daily activities and plan activities. If you're interested in this position, or maybe you just want to learn a little bit more, you can contact Central Nebraska Community Action Partnership at 745-0780, or you can apply online at centralnebraskacap.com. All of that information I gave you is available on the employment page of sandhillsexpress.com. This other jobs listing is kind of an exciting announcement, and it's also a job listing. Prairie Eye Care Center in Broken Bow is announcing that Dr. Jinsey Ross will be joining the team later in July. And as they welcome her to the office, they're looking to hire some new team members. They're hiring full-time front desk receptionist. It's important to them that the front desk personnel are welcoming and friendly and are able to multitask and respond to patients' needs in an efficient and calm manner. So some of your duties will include, but are not limited to, greeting patients, answering phone calls, scheduling appointments, maintaining patient charts, some light cleaning involved, and other general office duties. So drop off your current resume at Prairie Eye Care Center. That's at 408 South 8th Avenue in Broken Bow. They're right there on the square in Broken Bow. But some exciting news at Prairie Eye Care. They're going to get another doctor in, and because of that, they need some help. So check out both of those jobs listings on the employment page.
All right. I know this is going to shock you with me at the controls, but so we're going to play an 80s song.
Oh, boy. 80s
you okay with
music,
that?
Huh? Okay.
All right. We'll play this song, then we'll come back and say our goodbyes. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. All on the air for you tonight on KBBN 95.3 FM and KBBN.com. Broken Bow against Cozad. Game is set for 8 o'clock. You can listen to it live on KBBN Radio. Thanks for your help, Jeremy Shipe.
You're very welcome.
All right. Have a great day, everybody, and thank you for listening.